name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and this is Elizabeth, who's illegal monarch. And she is a traitor to Great Britain. She's given away my money, lived on my money while I lived on the streets and in shelters and every ugly, vile thing in the book done to me. I was brought to the United States in 41, and her father was a part of my kidnapping, my Uncle George VI, and the Kennedy, Joe Kennedy, was ambassador, and I put this on since over a year ago, August the 3rd of last year, about what's involved in all of this. I didn't find out until 83 after I'd ran a political campaign and was flown out to Larry Flint's about my kidnapping, and I'm Victoria II. I'm heir to the British Crown. I grew up in deplorable, sick, inhumane circumstances, and it's never stopped, really. This was George, illegal, helped take down his brother, and put a 99-year seal on it, and this is his wife, known as the Queen Mom, which is a lie. This is Roosevelt, and she is Elizabeth Bowes, kin to the Rothschilds, again, Rockefellers, the Freemasons, the New World Order that kidnapped me, and Joe Kennedy helped in my kidnapping. That's why they don't tell about him. I'm moving about because I'm in a hurry. I've got to go somewhere to pick up some things. This is my father, King Edward VIII, who never married Wallis Simpson. Double married Wallis Simpson. And this is my Aunt Georgia O'Keeffe, American artist. And my mother is Claudia O'Keeffe, and I don't have any pictures of my mom. And she was married to my dad, legally. Nothing about this woman. The whole thing was orchestrated by my Uncle George. Then Elizabeth has kept it up. The traitors to the British should be tried in a world court, which of course is controlled by them. So now then, I was born, kidnapped me, brought me over here and put me in a pigsty. And I wrote about mind control murders, and I'm just going to mention that some of them were done in patterns. This is before I knew about my kidnapping and my real name. Mark is heir after me, and Scott after him, and this is me. These are old photographs. Now, these mind control murders that anybody can Google mind control now and get things on MK Ultra, really listen of what's going on. I didn't have any of this information back when I did the book. So I'm just going to put this on here again because it doesn't give all the patterns or anything, but it lets you know. And this is done by an agency here that it's law enforcement. And, I have to say, it's been hell, but I'm not sure they're the bad guys. It's the people here that let it happen. They hated me. They have treated me like I had a plague, like I had Ebola or something, when in essence I was a messenger telling them about it, and I'm the real monarch. And by the way, Elizabeth was paid to come to Virginia in '07, and she actually came through near me here in Roanoke, if not through Roanoke. And the Virginia Tech shootings had happened April the 16th of '07. Some of the students ran up and tried to get to her to tell her about the shootings, and here I am living on the Appalachian Trail. I've frozen all winters and starved, and nobody gives a. They just want me gone. So it's really an odd situation, but anyway, this is one of the mind control murders here. This is done in mass, and now it's been so long that Edward Snowden just touched the tip of the iceberg on what can happen. When they can go out and program armies or a single person or create illnesses or cure them, make people think that someone was committed suicide, like Robin Williams, when he was programmed to do exactly what he did. It was murder, not by suicide, by programming. This is Mark Kelly, a twin, to Scott Kelly, both astronauts. This is his wife, Gabby Gifford, and that's to Tucson, Arizona. So I won't go any further there. I wanted to read this because I did say this, I'm not sure. Larry Flint, I was flown out there in 83 to replace the Dr. Congressman. Well, I didn't replace him. I ran in the campaign, Larry McDonald, which was mentioned here. Larry Flint was shot March the 6th of 78 in Lawrenceville, Georgia, while I was doing the medical malpractice book on mind control and rape by psychiatrists and murders by psychiatrists and doctors. And, and then I found out in 83 that I'd been kidnapped. And by the way, Larry Flint, I had never spoken with him. I just knew that the person was programmed to kill his attorney and shoot him. But he knew all about it when he flew me out there in October of 83. I wanted to read this because Elizabeth is illegal. Her father was illegal. They're part of the Illuminati. So they joined forces with the Freemasons. And by the way, the United States and the Freemasons, Illuminati is just another word, were responsible for the killing of Tsar Nicholas's family. And it was Anastasia that was murdered on May the 4th. They've tried to change the dates. I had a Larry Flint car furnished to me, a Hustler car, the last car I had, and I haven't had one since 84. But I was driving through Charlottesville, and I'd just been finding out about my real name. And Anastasia, they announced that she had died. They didn't say she'd been murdered. Blue Ridge Mental Health killed her, and it was Anastasia. And I had documents given to me that were legitimate, and I couldn't carry them or they were stolen. I had so much over the years. I want to say this, Britain, I don't know, this is Roanoke Times, it's owned by different people now. Before they just printed lies and half-truths about me. But they say here that they're talking about the Bill Cosby, or supposedly they are, and they're talking about the cover-ups, and they had been fooled for so long, and things misrepresented to them. Well, I don't know all of what they're saying there, but I'm hoping, because of some other things, that it's about to be told about my kidnapping, my father, and the takedown, and what's been done to the British people. It's about time that the cameras told the truth. They were the ones that saved me, the people from Britain, the citizens that gave their lives and lost everything and fought and died having to fight for the United States and the New World Order against themselves. And the Germans helped me. Some of my family and the German people helped me. So I only hope and pray. I'm 76 years old as far as I know almost, and I don't have much time to live unless there's a God that comes in and stops this whole mess, because who can make all these people, bring them out of the graves? The laws have been broken. I mean, unreal torture on a daily basis. And to my sons, merely because of our name and who kidnapped us, and it's been a joke. And I hope finally that the British get to have their day in court.